Hi, everybody. This is Beth Lawrence, and here's a singer's SOS from Idina Menzel. I'm not her vocal coach, but if I were her coach, I would give her some strong advice about changing the way she's singing. You're going to see why as I point out exactly what she's doing with her voice and how that translates into vocal and performance problems. Recently, she sang live on Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve show. And you probably read about this. She completely blew her high note at the end of the song. So once I go through the song and coach her on it, you're going to see why she didn't hit that note. So this is really going to help you to see how you may be singing with the same bad habits that she's developed and how you can change the way you sing. So let's get started with this mock coaching session with Idina Menzel. I'm going to play her performance, and as we go along, I'm just going to stop her performance and give feedback as you're listening. So, Idina Menzel, you can have a healthy voice for life if you follow the Lawrence vocal system. Okay, so we are going to start her performance now. This is her live performance at Radio City Music Hall.
The snow glitters right on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen.
Okay, number one, right there. All her words are really smushed down, and she is way into her nose. The snow falls light on the window tonight, rather than being open and down in her body. The snow flies white on the mountain tonight. I don't know all the words, but anyway, you get the picture. She's way up here in the mask when she should be open and down in her body. Okay, let's continue.
A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen.
Open up those words.
The wind is howling like this.
Right there. The wind is howling. She's really forward and into her mask. If she puts that into her body and thinks down in the body, anchoring, the wind is howling like a wa-la-la-la-la, really makes that deep in the body. It gives such a more pleasing and anchored sound, a rich sound. Okay, let's go on.
Whirling storm inside, couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried.
That's a nice note, but she could make that even nicer. Heaven knows I tried. To open up those words. She's really smushing down her words a lot. Okay, let's go on.
Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always had to be.
Okay, right there. Be the good girl you have to be. She's like thinking up and way forward. Good girl you have to be. Put it down in the body rather than good girl you have to be. She's kind of jumping up to that note too rather than anchoring the note. Okay, let's go on.
You don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know.
Okay, right there. She was a little flat there, but as she's going up, ascending there, think down instead of up. Well, now they know, and open it up rather than make it all smushy. Think down in the body. She's way up in her head when she's singing and forward in the mask.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go.
Okay, she's pushing really hard. She's really pushing hard. What she needs to do is think down in the body again. Sorry, I just changed my volume on there. Let it go, let it go. Really think down in the body and don't push so hard. More, rather than pushing, pushing, pushing and way up in the mask. It makes a really brittle sound. All right, let's go on.
Funny how some distance makes
to anchor back down here.
Test the limits and break through. No right, no
Anchor back
wrong,
down.
no rules for me. I'm free.
That was a nice note, but free. Keep it in the body. Don't let it go so far forward and in the mask. And brittle. E. Free. Open it up.
Let it go, let it go. Have one with the wind that's fly. Let it go, let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. You can stay right there in that body. You don't have to shoot the sound up. She's really thinking up, not thinking down. She's doing, let it go, let it go. Like she's way up here rather than keeping it in the body. Let it go, let it go. And a round sound.
You'll never see me cry.
Right there. She's doing an ascending line. Think down, not up. Never see me cry. Rather than never see me. She's like kind of going, just thinking up all the time. She needs to anchor in the body. And relax because everything is so bombastic. Take a breath. Just bring it down. Here we go. Anchor. Let it go. There you go. She really needs to let it go. She needs to release the voice instead of pushing the voice so much. She needs to let the storm rage on. Whatever. Cold never bothered me anyway. She needs to lock into those lyrics a little bit too. I'm not really believing that she's thinking about what she's singing. Okay, here we go. Okay, I can't understand what she's saying for one thing, and I don't believe that she is even locked into what those words are emotionally. Right here it should be conversational. Whatever the words are, I'm going to the ground. Tell us what you're really feeling. She's not. It's all about technique. She's not locked in emotionally. It doesn't feel like to me.
My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals on the rim.
She needs to relax, come back down. She's getting too hard.
I'm never going back.
Okay, right there. Did you hear how her voice was real scratchy? Because she's putting so much compression on those vocal cords. I'm never going back. She's just pushing so hard rather than using the body and releasing. I'm never going back. She's got to use the body, not, just push those vocal cords to the limit. Okay, here we go.
Past is in the past.
Scratchy. She's just pushing too hard. Pushing too hard. She's not anchoring with the body. Here it comes.
Cold never bothered me anyway. Happy New Year, everybody!
Ouch. She was pushing so hard through that last segment that her vocal cords could not sustain that last note. You heard how way under pitch she was, and it was all scratchy. She was just pushing those vocal cords to the limit, just banging them so hard. She had nowhere to go, and she probably was not supporting well. She didn't have that throat open, and she wasn't using her body. So for her, I'm going to detail these below in the newsletter, but okay, she needs to use her body. She needs to really support. She needs to get that sound out of her mask, aim back, and use the body tone. She needs to open the throat and open up her words and give us a little breathing room. Lock emotionally into your lyric and use some more dimension. She's all one-dimensional. She's all just a big belter, and she's very good at that, but it's kind of way in your face too much. So I'd say, wow, relax, breathe, release that voice. Use the body. Use the beautiful resonance of the body, not the mask. And aim back. Don't push it out all the time. Now, granted, she was singing outside. Good for her. She was singing live. Nobody ever does that anymore, so I give her that. I give her 2 thumbs up for that. It was really cold out there, and the air's dry, so that dries out your vocal cords too. But inherently, she's got some bad habits that I believe she needs to address so that she can protect her voice. Otherwise, she's going to have real vocal problems. She might, that's how you get nodules, when you're putting so much compression on those vocal cords all the time. She needs to back off and really figure out a new way of singing that's more healthy and more dynamic too. That'll serve her for her whole life. So there it is, and I hope this has helped you. Cheers.